1 year ago today, this field looks like this. It looked exactly like this, just torn up, everything was dead, there was a little bit of green on the ground, and I stumbled across this little meadow with my metal detector, and I found a shovel, of course with no handle, and that's what gave me the idea to build this garden here. I saw that shovel in the ground that I dug up with a different shovel, and I thought this field looked like a nice place to have a small garden, and that was my sign. So this 1 year anniversary now, this is my 1 year anniversary. When last year there was that huge empty field, this year I have this big huge Q-shaped garden. My plan today is to try to work on this front as much as possible. I don't think it's possible for me to finish today because I'm a little bit lazy. I feel like relaxing a little bit more than working, but I'm going to try to dig here in a while and see how much I can finish in one day. And this is 1 year of progress. I'm about 75% done with covering up the top completely. Afterwards I have to work on mulch, which I believe is going to be mostly this dead stuff laying out here, and whatever branches and willows I find, I'm going to strap all the mulch that I cut up and chop up and throw on top of this down. Sometimes it rains here for 3 or 4 days, so if I don't pin down the mulch and the cover, then it'll erode, number one, and the mulch will just kind of shift off right down in that little ditch. It happened to me several times last year when I was gone and it rained heavily. I didn't pin it down. So I took the time to cover it up, but I didn't pin it down, and that's really what kind of messed up everything for me. So I'm going to pin it down this time. That'll slow down erosion, keep the mulch covering on. It'll help the whole hill from drying out. You can see that this dirt is dry because it's been in the sun for a few days. Nice straight on sun. It rained maybe for 5 minutes yesterday, but it's already dry looking. So I need a layer of mulch that will keep this kind of out of the sun, more moist, and hold in the moisture. And once I've done that, and this place has been top sealed like I'm doing now, all the way to the end, mulched and pinned down, I can start, well, I'll even start planting before I mulch, right underneath the mulch, and the mulch will kind of help those seeds to germinate. So, alright, that's my plan. Alright, I guess I'm filming a bit. I haven't done much today so far. Just built up a little bit. I'm going to start cutting along this wall. I just wanted to show you how far I had to go to the next marker point. So let's walk that off here. From right there, let's count the paces. 1, 2, 3 good paces to get to the next daily marker. That would get me to about an angle from my foot here up the wall, probably, if I'm lucky, up to that little chunk of wood there on top of this log and down towards my foot, or a bit behind that, but over to here, so that there would just be that angle over my shoulder left for next time. That's another day, according to my outside perimeter marking for the outside here, before I get to these branches here. So I'll see if I can even finish one day today. It's more of a celebration day rather than a hard-working day. It's been 1 year. It's been a lot of digging. This hide has been dug twice now, or will have been by the time I make it back around. So that's the end of that. I'll come back later. That's what I've accomplished today. A lot of digging, kind of rounding out the edge to make it more appealing to the eye. Trying to even things up a bit. Doing a lot of side digging here just so it sticks out more. So need to shovel out that bottom stuff, but I've cleared out a couple feet wide here. See, it was literally to right about there, I think, and I've moved it back more than a foot, foot and a half, almost evenly around. So this is 1 year, still haven't finished. 1 year into this project. It's a lot of work to do still. The sun's going to go down soon, so here's my April 14th, 2015, 1 year anniversary walk around the top of the garden as I pack up to go home today. So here we are on top. So this is what I've done so far this spring, and of course starting from the end of winter. This is 1 year's progress on the Hugelkultur mound. I've put some rhubarb in right there by that. I wanted to kind of remember the place so I didn't dig it up. Looks like pretty fragile little seeds. Put lots of corn and beans and peas, buckwheat, flax, and pumpkin into this front section that I did today. I did from about that pile of weeds where it's dry on that angle, but back a little bit further underneath. So I did from, let's say, from right there on the bottom, from right there on the top, all the way to there on the bottom, and to there on the top. So I've kept about the same distance on the top as the bottom as last time. Could have dug a little bit longer, but it's getting late and I feel I've done a good job today, so I'm going home.